Hey guys, this is Jesse with Strix Outdoors. We're here in Texas on opening day of spring turkey season. We're getting ready to go and set up on some Rio Grandes and see if we can get them to come in. We'll be using the Avian-X Rio Grande turkey decoys and setting up along a road and pipeline right away where I've seen some tracks recently. So let's see if we can get some to come in and get some gobblers.
Well, despite a beautiful morning and a few gobbles at first light, the morning was a bust. The Avian-X decoys looked awesome sitting in this dew-covered grass, and these cows were mesmerized by them. So much so that I had to persuade the cows to leave. Sometimes all you can do is sit back and enjoy Mother Nature. And maybe catch a few Z's.
Turkey hunting at its finest.
We hunted till about 11 and took a break midday, planning to set up again at the other end of this pipeline clearing in the afternoon. The afternoon hunt was a whole different ballgame. It was awesome. The weather in the afternoon was perfect. The cows beat us to the spot, but when we walked in they moved on and scared a gobbler. They sent him running right in front of us. Of course, we had both our hands full of gear, but we took it as a good sign anyway. Not long after setting up the decoys and settling in against some trees, we heard the familiar grunts and squeals of feral hogs coming our way. We didn't pan the camera in time to catch them, but there were 3 full-grown pigs 10 yards away from us. I started making noises to stop them because I didn't want to have a close encounter of the swine kind with only my shotgun and number 5 shot. They eased around us and took a look at our decoys. Man, take a look at these little guys. Those are some mouth-watering, lip-smacking, watermelon-striped balls of goodness on 4 legs. Man, I so wished I had my bow with me right now. They moved through, and the fun continued. Some whitetails came out to take a look at our decoys too. Finally, the turkey started to show up. We sat there quietly, occasionally calling with my WoodHaven pot call when suddenly the silence was broken as this hen came in clucking from behind us and walked within 15 yards of where we were sitting. She crossed the pipeline clearing in the timber and we had a calling contest. I would call and she would respond and vice versa for several minutes. It was pretty cool. It sounded like she had a megaphone as she was calling back from that timber in this lower section of this pipeline. She must have been assembling her girlfriends because she came back with 1 and then later again with 2 friends to take a closer look at the decoys. They stood and milled around the decoys for a long time, moving off and then coming back in. I guess they figured there was something good in this spot. The Avian-X hen decoy was dancing around in the wind, and I'm sure that just sealed the deal for them. They finally moved off, and the light grew dim as the sun was getting closer to setting. Our afternoon was fading fast, and despite the excitement, we still hadn't heard or seen a single gobbler yet. I knew there were only a few minutes left in the hunt before the sun would set. Just then, I looked up and across the clearing I saw a dark object through the grass that I couldn't remember from before. It was a gobbler. This guy came in full stealth mode, not a single peep. But he was on a string, posturing and strutting his way straight to my Avian-X decoys. I had the gun ready and my GoPro running, or at least I thought, before he started clearing the grass. It was only a matter of time. But then, out of the corner of my eye, I caught some movement. It was a group of 5 jakes, and they came running in like velociraptors straight at the tom. It was a turkey blitz, and then they all started walking away from us. I hit them with some hen clucks for my pot call, and those jakes came running right back into the decoys. It took me a second to see him, but that old tom was sneaking around those jakes and coming to investigate where the call had come from. He walks out of frame here, and my buddy didn't dare reach for the camera to pan over because that tom was 15 yards away and looking right at us. I lined him up and took the shot. And then another, and another. Of course, the jakes scattered after the shot, but I quickly hit the WoodHaven call again, and they grouped up and started walking the same way the tom had gone. My cameraman, armed with my trusty 870, picked out the jake at the head of the group and dropped him in his tracks. 2 turkeys in one afternoon. Man, what an awesome hunt. Well, I was using my new Benelli Super Black Eagle 3 and hadn't patterned it. Come to find out, it shoots high, like all Benellis. And I must have only caught a portion of his head with the spread because it took 2 more shots as he started running away to finally put him down.
Well, it was a long day, but we finally got it done. These guys tricked us or outsmarted us this morning, but we got back out in the afternoon and were able to get set up in the right spot. And there, right before dark, right at sunset, these guys finally came in. A nice tom and a big group of jakes, and so we ended up getting 2 of them. Nice bird, probably about a 8-9 inch beard, about 1 inch spurs. Beautiful bird. So we got it done. It was a great hunt. The Avian-X decoys did the trick. You can see all the different animals that came in to check them out, and we had a good time. Thanks for watching.